Hey, that's Buster. I'm me. Here we are in Congo Town. Yep. Congo Town. There's Buster El Capitan in the FO seat. There he is. Yep. Thank you to Avatar, man's best friend. Otherwise, we wouldn't have Buster. So, much appreciated. Yeah, we just fueled up here at Congo Town. Let's go ahead and get us a push back. Thanks to our friends at Ambitious Pilots, we're going to get a push back. Let's go reverse. Ooh, that's fast. Yeah, so we are in Congo Town. We are in Congo Town, Andros Island, Bahamas. Yes, sir. That should be good enough. So we're back in the Bahamas. Man, what a trip it's been. I think this is the 39th flight of the series, of a 40-flight series. So we have been putting this, well, before we do that, thank you to our friends at Ambitious Pilots for the pushback. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put this back up here. Yeah, so we have been putting this aircraft through its paces. Man, we have gone a long way. You can see now we're at about 60 hours. We're just over 60 hours on each engine. And the last flight we turned off the left engine on final, trying to beef up our time, trying to even out the hours. So anyway, yeah, 60 some odd hours in this PA-44. Started at Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, North Perry, I should say, Hollywood, North Perry, and yeah, to the Bahamas, through the east, like the Lesser Antilles, and then down into Venezuela, Trinidad, Tobago, Venezuela, Aruba, and then back all the way around. Only coming back, kind of took a little southerly jaunt down to Jamaica and Grand Cayman and up across Cuba, and now we are here in Congo Town, Andros Island. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our weight and balance. Oh, interesting. So here we are. Oh, yes. So we left the sim on. We actually left it on overnight. So that's why we have the outside air temperature is correct. Because if we were starting up from scratch, had I turned the sim off, then come back, this would have been like minus 60. So anyway, that's why I didn't think Carenado fixed it. But anyway, let's go ahead and check our weight and balance. Here we are. We are now 110 gallons. That's me. That's Buster. That's just, well, that's our life raft. And then that's Buster's food. Yep. 5 pounds less. So we're good to go. Charts. So what are we doing? Straight shot. Basically a little bit northeast to North Eleuthera. Why are we going to North Eleuthera? Well, it's one of the 7. It's the last of the 7 that we have visited, or will hopefully visit. So we are on our way to that 7th airport. We've seen all the other 6 of the World Update 16. Now this will be our 7th and last North Eleuthera. So let's see what they have. Have been impressed with the other 6. It's been a lot of fun to check them out. So we'll check this one on our penultimate flight. Okay, for the series. Don't know if we're going to continue to fly the PA-44. I mean, we've got 60 good hours in it. I was thinking maybe we'd go to 100 before we change aircraft. Not quite too sure what we'll do. Season 2, yeah, going out west. Going out to Vegas. We'll be actually, we'll start at Hollywood North Perry, just like we did last time. and probably head up across Florida, and then go down to Alabama, New Orleans, and Texas, Tejas. Go across near the border. Yep, and then near probably go up to Santa Fe. Go sightseeing, Grand Canyon, and get to Vegas. Yep, and then probably from there, I think I'd like to head back and go do the monuments in Utah. Gotta do some low flying, some VFR low flying on those monuments. Be a lot of fun. And then head up to maybe Salt Lake and then to Calgary. By then it should get warmer. Because look, at the end of the day, we're wanting to go to Croatia, Greece, Albania, kind of the Aleutians, you know, that whole sea there, right? That Albanian Sea, or whatever it's called. I know I'm getting that wrong. I'm sure I'll be corrected. But yeah, we want to go to the Med. And so, yeah, how are we going to do that? So we're probably going to cross Canada and then kind of make a jaunt up northeast Canada and try to go as far north as we can without freezing and crossing over to Greenland. So we do have a patch of land that in a narrower patch of water that we can cross to get to Greenland. Cross Greenland, which would be tough because I think Greenland's like at 9,000 feet MSL. So we may fly around the coast of Greenland, get to Iceland, and then get to Scotland. That's the plan of how we would get over to Europe. But anyway, all this we could be doing in the air. Buster's killing me. Yeah. So let's get going. No sense revealing all of the plans now because they're also always subject to change. Exactly, Buster. Let's go ahead and close up. Let's get this show in the air. We have, I'll leave that one open. All right. Seats adjusted and locked. Belt fastened. Brakes set. Yep. Nope. Brakes are now set. Circle breakers, how they looking? Okay. Circle breakers are in. Landing gear down. Avionics off. Cow flaps. Yep, they're open. Fuel selectors. Yeah, that's off from the last time. So they're both on. So this will be interesting because we had, yeah, shut the engine off last time. See what happens. Cow flaps open. Fuel selectors are on. Carb heat are off. Let's go ahead and get the battery going. We have 3 green. So we've never let the sim go overnight. So this should be interesting. Alternators are on. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the nav light. Let's get the recognition light. Let's get our fin strobe on. Let's take a look at them all. Yep, navs are on. Fin strobe is clicking. Alright, so the battery looks to be decent so far. Let's go ahead and flip open our shields. Alright, let's go ahead and get let's get the left engine on. Yep, okay, good. Alright, so we're looking good. Let's go ahead and get the mags going. Let's go ahead and get our mixture lean. Props high. We're open 1/2 inch. Fuel pump on. How many primes, Buster? 2. Buster says 2 today. Alright, clear prop. We're looking pretty good. Buster, you want to help? Okay, we are in the green on oil pressure. We have positive oil temp. Let's dial back to 1,000. So remember, this is the engine we cut yesterday. Fuel pump is off. We have good left engine start. Let's go ahead and get the right engine going. Half. Fuel pump on. 2 primes. Give it a peek. Good. We have filed flight plan with our friends at Vatsim, and they gave us 4577. 4577. Alt. No, we're already at alt. Good. Do we have any ATC? We do not have any ATC. Okay. Zolgo's up there, Mapri's down here. There it is. We're gonna load it in. Good. We'll probably never get to Obi. Mapri is gonna be first, but we'll clear that out as we go. Yeah, Mapri. There we go. Missed approach point will be over the threshold. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Got a nice little RNAV approach. Push. Clear. Set our maps up right. Okay, parking brake is now set. Cow flaps are indeed open. Fuel selectors are both on. Mixture is rich. Affirmative. Mixture is rich. Props are high. Let's go ahead and get us to 15, Buster. Ooh, a little heavy-handed right there. Okay, let's feather the left prop. Alright, that's good. Feather the right prop. No more than a 500 drop. Okay, good. Let's get us to 2,000 now. Let's exercise the props. No more than a 300 drop. Do 3 rounds. Over a lot of water. Over a lot of water. 3 rounds. Let's see if the governor came to work today. Let's pop it back to 18. Okay. Did the governor come to work? Let's go ahead and hit the throttle. See the peak, and then we want to see the RPM come back down to 18. RPM is coming back to 18, so governor is in the house. Came to work today. 2,000. Let's go ahead and check the mags. Left engine. Small little drop. Again, small drop. We don't want to see anything more than 175 on a drop and a differential of 50 between the two, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and check right into the mags. Good drop, small drop, left mag. Okay, small drop, good. Alright, let's close the shields. Good. Carby, anyone? Carby was on. Thought we had it off. No. It kind of lulled us to sleep. RB definitely lulls us to sleep. Not working for sure. Left, neutral, right roll, neutral, down, neutral, back, neutral, right, rudder, neutral, left, rudder, neutral. Flight controls are free and correct. Let's go ahead and set this to runway heading. Start. Okay, we're good there. So yeah, we'll be flying out. What is our track to Haji? Yeah, I doubt that that's the track, but maybe it is. Maybe it's right where we need to be for 10 miles, runway heading. So we'll see. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and just make sure to complete our run-up checklist. So flaps, we're not going to use any flaps. Flight instruments, they are all set. Doors and windows, yep, they are locked and shut. Good. Takeoff checklist, seatbelts are fastened. Fuel selectors are on. Let's set the trim. Trim is up. That's what we want. For takeoff, flaps are set, mixture set. Props are high. Good. Fuel pumps on. We'll do the fuel pumps and lights once we take the runway. Let's go ahead and taxi over there. So this is what's going to happen, Buster. We're going to rotate at 75. If anything happens, prior to that though, we're going to cut the throttle and we are going to power down and hit our brakes. We're going to stop on the runway. Let's go ahead and announce. Congo Town traffic, Seminole 806 Alpha Mike is back taxiing to runway 10 for departure, Congo Town. So let's go ahead and get our fuel pumps on. Let's get our lights on so everyone can see us. Go right down the pike. So yeah, so where were we? If we get positive rate, we Seminole 6 Alpha Mike is departing runway 10 to the east, Congo Town. Ready, Buster? Yep. Okay, takeoff briefing is complete. And we are good to roll. It's down here so everyone can see it. Interesting. Runway heading's more like runway 11. Okay, let's get in our roll a little bit. A little roll. Their airspeed is alive. Whoa. My trim must be way. That's wild. Let me trim it down a little bit. Okay. Rotated a tad early. Traffic, Seminole 6 Alpha Mike's passing through 1,400. It's clear of runway 10, Congo Town. Alright, let's go ahead and get on the autopilot. Let's flip nav. So we're going to Hanti. Again, very aggressive turn. I think it's 10 miles from the airport. So about halfway there, about 5 miles out, we'll do last call. Okay, let's do after takeoff checklist. Gear is up, flaps are up. Cruise climb at 105, yep. Manifold 25 inches, not quite, now it is. Prop 25, yep. Okay, 25, fuel pumps are off, check. Mixture is set, check. Engine temps, solid. Good. Flaps as required. We're flying. It's climbing out. We're climbing out at 1,200 feet per minute. Let's go ahead and dial at 13. Let's try to keep it at 105. Today's altitude, you asked Buster, we're going to 1,000. Bottom of the line. Keep it at 25. We're good. We're rolling. So what happened on takeoff? Well, simple. We had already set our trim to take off. Had we visually seen it, because then it was set yesterday, last night, when we exited the airplane, put the trim back to take off. Like the checklist said. But when we got in this morning, we added more up trim. So as soon as the airplane got a little bit of speed, boom, those just came right off at around 65. And when our rotate was 75, might have come off at 60. So that was kind of interesting. So we just kept it in ground effect, kept it low, and then got up, waited until we got good positive rate, and then we put the gear up probably 300, 400 feet. Yeah. Small little curveball. Okay, we're 5 miles out. Congo Town, traffic, Seminole 6 Alpha Mike's 5 miles to the east. Climbing through 5,000 feet does. Leaving airspace to the east. Congo Town. Last call. Last call. Let's go ahead and drop our mixture just a tad. Let's make sure we are full throttle now. Let's go ahead and put us down to 1,000 foot per minute. left as they were. Because usually we have to start from scratch. So the radios, navigation, all set as we left the cockpit. So we're 25 after. That's when we took off. Took a peek at our flight planning today. Minutes today to north of Lutheran. Packed in an extra 15 minutes, another 29 pounds of fuel. Our alternate will be Nassau, which is 29 minutes from here to Lutheran, so that's 50 pounds. And then we have 45 minutes reserve, 67 pounds. Out the door with 254, 2 hours and 25 minutes. But we did have some extra fuel. We got 2 hours and 14 minutes of extra fuel. Plus the extra 20 minutes of taxi time. We're at the door of the block at 660. We are now over our first waypoint, Haji. We should be at 615. We're at 631 pounds. So, we're ahead of schedule. We're supposed to be 12 minutes out to Haji. And we're about 8 minutes to Haji, so we're 4 minutes ahead of schedule. This is the Nassau, so if we want to go to Nassau, we fly just a little off to the left. We're at 8,000 feet. Let's dial back the mixture a little bit as we go up. Give us a little bit more power. Round those down. There. Those are right over there. Things are over there. Turn the light off. Full throttle. What we've noticed, if we don't lean the mixture as we're going up, we'll lose a lot of power, and you'll watch the airspeed. It's just gonna drag. We'll fail to maintain 1,000 foot per minute. Airspeed will drag in hopes of trying to maintain 1,000 foot per minute, and if we're not paying attention, yep, we know what happens. Yes. So we found in flying, particularly when we're going up to 1,1000 or 1,2000, that we're going to kind of quasi-lean the engine out as we're going up. Helps us maintain that 105 parameter on the climb out. See, it's still even tough to maintain it. So we're full throttle. 2,000 inches will probably be 18 and a half, 19 inches by the time we get to 1,000. See, we're already losing. We've already lost about 5 knots of airspeed. You can see our EGT is going down slightly. Okay. Let's shallow things out. Let's go to 5. Start to speed up a little bit. We're 1,000 coming up. It's got to be Nassau. at our cruising altitude of 11,000. We're hitting the Alt button. So now we're going to turn Alt on our autopilot. So that will keep us at 11,000. You can see we're speeding up. We're full throttle. Why do we know that's an appropriate power setting? Well, right here, we're trying to achieve 10 gallons an hour at 1,000 feet. So we're off the scale. Everything's FT, which means full throttle. We would like to maintain 2,300 on the RPM. So we're going to set our props to 2,300 right now. We found that that is our sweet spot. That will get us even ahead of flight planning on the fuel. Okay, so our props are now set. Let's go ahead and lean out. We're going to lean the left engine, so we want to see a spike and then a drop, and then we'll put it back to the spike. So we'll slowly go down. You can see the EGT creep up there. We want to see a spike. There's the spike, and there's the drop. So let's put it back to the spike. Alright, let's do the right engine. There's the spike and the drop, and then let's put it back. Good. Okay, engines are now leaned. So mixture is now leaned. Engine temps were solid. So let's go ahead and close the closed the cow flap, which is good. The landing light is off. Cruise checklist is complete. Next will be the descent checklist, which will need the altimeter. Let's start that. So let's go ahead and see what the weather's like at Nassau. This will be our proxy. So 3013. So let's go ahead and set that right now to 3013. Unless we're supposed to be at standard. Let's go ahead and pull the approach plate up for north to Luton. We're going to do runway 7. And we're going to do map break. That. Let's just go ahead and set it to local. So the local is 3013. We are at 3012, and that's 13. So now we're set. Altimeters are now set, ready for the descent. We'll double check once we get ready for the descent. Would like to see the navigational chart. That would be helpful. Okay, here we go. Here's the chart. So, MAPRE, we should be at 2300. Yeah. Tell you what, let's go to 2500 for MAPRE, and then we'll descend to 2300 for jetting. So 2500 for MAPRE. And so let's just set our VNAV profile, so you guys can see what we're doing. VNAV profile, we want to be at 2,500 feet. Enter. I don't really care to be 0. I just want 0. I don't have to be there before it. I just want to be right on it, even if I'm a little off. It's MAPRE. And 500 foot profile is sufficient. And so we'll begin our descent in 12 minutes. Perfect. do have a headwind, which probably makes sense because a true airspeed's what, 157, something like that, 156. Let's see what. We'll probably have a minus component. Yeah, so there's the minus component. Let's see if we can expand it for you guys. So the winds aloft are going to be basically, that's interesting, 300 at 22, 306 at 25, so we have a minus component of 008. We're supposed to be right now at around 148 on the ground speed. Our true airspeed will be 156, so we're clipping just 2 knots above the ground speed for flight planning. That's a good visual right there. So that's our track, and this is our heading. So I'm setting the bug to our heading, and our track is here. So you can tell we're getting blown over. Winds are definitely coming out of this way. Go. Is that Nassau right there? Let's go ahead and zoom out. There's Nassau. Yep. And how far is Nassau from us? So we got a 50-mile scale here, so about 25 miles up. So would I go to Nassau or would I go back to MYAB? I'm going to Nassau. If we lose an engine, something happens squirrely, we're going to Nassau. MYAK is still 34 miles away. MYN. Okay, here we go. MYN. Okay, where is that? Bearing a 100, so it's right off our right wing. So right in here, there's an airport. It's about 20 miles away. Echo November. Let's see if it shows up. It's gotta be right here. Showing up on our chart, but the nearest is showing it. It's right in here. Okay. Still going to Nassau. You can see the little plane, how it's really offset. But on the ground, as we get lower, you can see the wind shifting, coming right out of the east. So that's why we're set up for Ultra. Let's go ahead and take a look at the approach again. We're set up for the 07 approach. RNAV into 07. And LNAV VNAV is not authorized. So we have an LNAV in the day only. So it probably doesn't have runway lights, I guess. Not sure. There's no, let's say there's any lights going on here. So our minimum descent altitude, minimum descent altitude will be 330. 330. Missed approach is at the runway threshold, but at 330 we'll go ahead and hit the alt button if we don't have and then we'll go mist at the threshold. We'll be coming down at 3 degrees, which will give us a 500 foot per minute descent rate once we get to Lobny. We'll descend from 2300 to 1600, Jednik to Lobny, and hopefully level off at 1600, probably a couple miles prior. We'll do gear down before landing checklist before we get to Lobny. Any questions, Buster? Okay. If we go mist, we'll climbing left turn immediately at the threshold, climbing left turn to Zolgo, 2,300 feet. So that'd be pretty simple. We definitely would want our lateral on. We would definitely want our autopilot on. All of that. Hit the sus button, ready to go. It's an immediate left turn. If we waited a little too long, got out here and hit the sus button, nav would not pick up the turn. I bet we would have to heading ourselves around, have to hit the heading bug, or just take it over, take the airplane over, and make a left turn ourselves. Probably to 270 until we figure it out. Vatsim today, you ask? Well, here you go. Here's us, right down here, going to north of Luther right here. There's a couple planes sitting here at Nassau. We have American Airlines going to Miami, and I can't get the other one. Yeah, I can't figure it out. Close to our descent. Not there yet. We gotta go down almost 8, 9, 50 miles out. We're 50 miles out to Maybury. But we do have a slower ground speed today, so perhaps it's taking that into consideration. I hope so. We'll wait for 500. This is what we're waiting on right here. Our vertical speed required, our VSR. You guys see that? There it is. There's Nassau. That's runway 14. That's 32. And this is runway 10. Shoot a lot of RNAVs into 10, ILS into 14. Prevailing winds are usually out of the east to the southeast, coming out of there. There's Nassau. I think they kind of jazzed up Nassau as well with Atlantis. I see some boats out here, maybe. This is up here. I'm not sure. I haven't been to Nassau in ages. There's Nassau. We got 2 airplanes sitting on the ground at Nassau. Yeah, they're 737 Maxes. Yep, 737 Maxes. You can fly them all day long, right? Yeah. Love 737 Max. Don't get me wrong. Great plane to fly. Okay, here we go. We are coming up on North Rudder. Yeah. Let's begin our descent. Set the 50. I mean, we're almost 25 now. So let's begin our descent. I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. So we were right, Buster. We just need to go with our gut. VNAV is wrong. And the reason why VNAV is wrong, let's go ahead and begin our descent. I'm going to have to probably do 800 foot per minute here, and we'll go into why we screwed up. Ooh, good learning experience. We've had this happen once already. Okay, the descent checklist, altimeter set, fuel selectors are on, cow flaps closed, power. Hold back carb heat. Let's get the carb heat on, even though we know it doesn't do anything in this airplane. Let's go ahead and not turn the landing light on. Okay, here's the problem. Here's the problem. VNAV works great if the proper flight plan's in. So we're going to Ohobi and then backtracking to Mapri. So watch this. Let's see if I can pick it up. So yeah, we can't really see it. Maybe I'll do the charts. So what VNAV is having us do, it's having us fly to Ohobi and then back to Mapri. So that's an extra 10 miles maybe? Extra 10 miles to descend. Well, we're going straight to Mapri. But are we? We're not. We're going to Ohobi because we never cleared out Ohobi. So now it's time to clear it out. And watch what happens. Clear Ohobi? Yes. Now we're going direct to Mapri. Let's push the button to make sure. Good. Mapri. Let's make sure Mapri is going to Mapri. We'll be there in 8 minutes. It's 21 miles away. Let's look at the VNAV. VNAV cleared out. Let's put in Mapri. Look at that. It's going to require 842 feet now. Yep. Let's get us back. See, 850. So that, kids, is where we went wrong. We knew it, right? We felt it. It's just like, you know, we had to go almost 10,000 feet. Well, let's just call it 9 times 5. So we had to drop 9,000 feet. So just remove the zeros. Now we have 9. Multiply that by 5. That's 45. We need 45 miles to descend. We were like 40, and it was telling us we still had to wait. So you just do that quick math in your head, you can feel something was wrong. So what we said though, hey, we have a little bit more of a headwind today. So maybe that's what's happening and it's causing us to descend later. You know, our top of descent is later because of the headwind. Not so. Not so. It was because we hadn't cleared out our flight plan in anticipation for the RNAV initial approach fix of Mapri. Gotta always remember that. Lesson learned. But we caught it in time. To go back to Nassau. Due west. Can't wait to see the Birth of Lutheran. Just can't wait to see it. So now you can see our vertical speed required is now, so I'm going to drop it to 8,000 foot per minute, or 800 foot per minute, excuse me, 800 foot per minute. We were at 900 foot per minute. hear the landing gear down warning, like the horn going. Watch. Keep it down here. Keep it at 15. So that warning is, hey, look, you're pulling power back. Your landing gear's not down. So it's like sensing you should be like on final. And if your landing gear's not down, that's what you're going to hear to give us that one last warning. Whoops, better put the landing gear down. Okay, we're 5 minutes until our initial approach fix. How far are we from the airport? About 20 miles away from the airport. About 25 from the airport. We can easily see it right here on the runway threshold. 29, but that's kind of yanking us around. Can't quite just go by this and say we're 28 miles out because we're making a left at that. We're kind of doing an indirect, kind of a zig and a zag. So it's not the direct. So we're about 25 miles out. Good way to confirm that is right here. We're at 50 miles, and there's the runway tippy top, so that's 25 miles up. So we'll give a shout to North Eleuthera traffic here in a second. We got to take off already. Let's see. Aircraft take off. That's all we didn't hear. North Eleuthera Unicom. 22.8. Let's do it. Oh, B. Traffic, Seminole 806 Alpha Mike is 15 miles to the southwest inbound for the RNAV runway 07, North Eleuthera. Okay. approach, we'll be climbing left turn to 2300 out to the Zolko. Be interesting to see what we get here, whether it's LNAV. We'll probably get vertical guidance, is my guess. We'll see. We're gonna have to descend to 1600 feet anyhow. We'll put in 500 foot descent right here shortly. We're 37 seconds away to Jeddah. Probably begin our turn any moment. Let's go ahead and take out the visual. Minimum descent altitude is 330. Let's go ahead and begin our descent to 1600 feet. Okay, we have plus V, so we will have vertical guidance. So I'm going to arm the approach. Glide path is now armed. Let's get down to 1600 feet. We can see now our glide path indicator is showing. We do not have a decision altitude. So I'll make sure this catches on approach. Good. We're now caught. We're going to 1600 feet, which we will level out. When we get one dot below, we will do our gear down before landing checklist. So the plus V, all that means is that we have vertical guidance on the glide path. We will still have a minimum, so just so you guys can see that, see the plus V. We still have a minimum descent altitude, not a decision altitude. Okay, we're gonna level off at 200 feet. Ready with the L button. If for some reason we don't get glide path, we'll just continue over Lopney at 500 foot descent rate per minute. Okay, we're at 1600 feet. We're going to hit the L button. We are now level at 1600 feet, 3 miles away from Lopney, about 8 miles away. As soon as this gets a dot below, we will do our gear down before landing checklist. We are 1 dot below, so gear is now down. Gear lever is down. Okay, we got 3 green. We got 3 green. 1 in the meter, kind of. Throttle is back to 15. We're now in, we're on retract 10 degrees of flaps. Just went out of that. So we're good. Aircraft is slowing down. Waiting to capture glide path. Don't want to go below 90. So gear is down before landing checklist. Let's go ahead and stick to the plan. Fuel selectors on. Flaps are 10 degrees. Mixtures all forward. Props are forward. Fuel pumps are on. Gear down before landing checklist is complete. As we intercept glide path, airspeed will pick up. 330 will be our minimum descent altitude. We will be ready. Let's see if glide path is armed. Let's see if it kicks in. So we have had a tad of power. I want to keep us at 90. I don't want us to go below. Okay, glide path is now active, so we should see us begin a climb, or excuse me, a descent. Here we go. There is our descent. We're now over Lobney. Let's go ahead and pull back the power. We got it. Back to 15. Just a little bit lower. We're on glide path. 500 foot per minute descent rate. Pulling our manifold inches back, pulling our throttle back to 14. sorry guys for not having a view, but let's go ahead and add a little more power to keep us at 90. North Eleuthera traffic, Seminole 6 Alpha Mike, short final for runway 07, North Eleuthera. Back slightly. So we don't have the runway, right? So we don't have the runway, so we'll keep our power up. Just in case we need to go missed. I'll have a little bit of extra airspeed. Buy us a little more time on the climb. Not make it so dangerous. Because we got flaps in, gear, have to get all that cleaned up. 1 notch of flaps, etc. Okay, we are 200 above. 150 above. 100 above our minimum descent altitude. We're getting ready with the alt button. And let's see, perfect. Okay, we will be continuing to land. We are at our minimum descent altitude, continue to land. Autopilot is off my airplane. Looking good. So I'm doing a really good approach here into North Eleuthera. Off a little bit of airspeed here. We're going to make that first one. No sweat. We got some trees here. Cut the power. Power's cut. We'll make the second one. Flaps are retracted. Let's get the cowl. Flaps are down. And let's vacate. North Eleuthera traffic. Seminole 6 Alpha Mike has vacated runway 07, taxiing to ramp. North Eleuthera. Wow, check this. Check this out. North Eleuthera. Let's go ahead and get our landing lights off. Let's clean everything up. Let's get our fuel pumps off. Let's get the carb heat open. Good. Good, 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 good. Wow, got all the fuel dumped down there. Place is just really cool. Got a little mobile home over there, huh? Let's go ahead and see what we have. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at the baggage. Oh, cool. So this is probably where the ATRs and all that, the park. They have a generator. Yeah, there's generators. Oh yeah, you can see it right here. And that font there is a little too clean. I wonder if that's exactly how they have it. Pretty cool, guys. Let's go ahead and set the parking brake. So we're sitting here at North Eleuthera, this is the final of the 7 of the World Update 16 airport details. So we've seen them all. This is the last one that we hadn't seen. And so let's go ahead and shut the engine down. Wings off. Lights off. Good. Battery off. Alternators off. Good. Fuel selectors off, maybe. And pop open the door for Buster. Alright, here we are, north of Luthra. Wow. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Got some like residential coming out there. And there we go. North of Luthra. People left their baggage out. All the way down to the repairs on the roof. But that looks a little too clean to me. That that font right there. You know? I don't know. Never been there. So I'll have to go check out some pics and see if that's how that sign actually looks. Got some Bahamian flags there. Wow. Wow. Got a little tug. Got some, what do we got? An APU, GPU, something like that. Sitting out here. Yeah. Little tent action. Got some FBO fuel. Got our truck. Got parking all the way down there with the fuel tanks. Man, that's a lot of fun. It'd be a cool place to do a fly-in because you've got all of this room here for people to hang out, and all the way down here too. Yeah, pretty cool, guys. Well, guys, I hope you liked it on our penultimate flight to season 1. I don't see anybody roaming around like we've had at other airports. Do you guys, Buster, do you see anybody? Do you see anybody? That's a good point, Buster. It's like a ghost town. There should be somebody walking around. Don't see anybody. No one came out to greet us. Well, it is a little early in the day, Buster. What is it? 10? 10:30? Yeah, maybe we're on island time, right? Maybe they're down there checking out the fuel pumps. Maybe they're on the other side of this. I don't know, Buster. Anyway, no sense worrying about it. Guys, if you like the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Once we get to 50, Buster gets his own livery. That's right. We're going to put the logo on the back, paint this bad boy upright. It's going to be 2 Bravo Mike for Buster and me. We got a guy for that. Guy in Southampton, UK. Looking forward to making it. We'll have him on the live stream, and he'll tell us how he did it, all that good stuff. He does magic with the liveries. But anyway, hey, again, thanks for joining us on this short little flight to North Luthra. Oh my gosh, the last flight of the season, season 1, will be our next one. Back to North Perry Airport in the States. Yes, clearing customs, going to North Perry Airport. A lot of fun. Yeah. So guys, again, till next time, blue skies and warm tailwinds.